Hey guys, Chris and Eric here with your review of Saw 6, the latest chapter in Jigsaw's very long franchise. Tackling a rather sort of modern-day topical issue here with healthcare reform. This movie finds the executive of a healthcare company thrust into the middle of a trap where he will literally need to decide who lives and who dies.
Yeah, it's a little strange at first to realize that a Saw film is dealing with topical events, political issues, something as big as the healthcare, debate. This movie is not going to be one that's going to change your mind on the topic or have a big observation at the end. At the same time, I did think it was kind of a fun little thing to throw in there. It's 6 movies in, so you need something fresh to include in the mix at this point.
Yeah, and one of the things I really liked about this movie is that the traps definitely serve the theme of the movie. They're not just some random collection of sort of cool, aesthetically pleasing, torture devices. These traps really take our main character, whose job it has been sort of historically to determine what's the most profitable outcome for his company, who lives, who dies, and actually puts a face to that. He's got to make some real gory, visceral decisions about whether some very culpable and some very innocent people make it out.
Yeah, some of the people that are involved in this trap seem like they're not quite up to the criteria you'd think the Jigsaw would need to be there, but we'll put that aside because overall the traps are very inventive, very cool, and I thought this movie overall was much more entertaining than Saw 5.
Yeah, absolutely. It does, however, press the continuity of the series a little bit.
Yeah.
There's so many sort of flashbacks, and there's a lot of like imaginings, like where characters are thinking about other characters coming back from other movies. It gets a little confusing at times, but the hardcore Saw fans will find a lot to appreciate here.
Yeah, I think the fans love how tightly connected the series is, but at this point, 6 movies in, it's starting to feel like some strange macabre TV show almost,
Right.
like they can say previously on Saw at the beginning. It's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of interesting, cool callbacks. At the same time, there's so many characters come back, sometimes they maybe didn't need to, that it gets a little ridiculous at times.
Absolutely. Well, I gave this review a score of 3 out of 5. I think that's a perfectly favorable score. It's much better than Saw 5. Definitely up there with some of the other films in the franchise. It's starting to show its age a little bit, though.
Yeah.
6 movies in, we know that there's 1, maybe 2 more to go. It hints at a power struggle for Jigsaw's legacy, which could be very interesting. But if it's going to stay sort of fresh and new moving forward, I think it needs to break the mold. It needs a little bit of a shot in the arm.
Yeah.
That said, we know there's going to be another one, so check out movies.ign.com for more as it develops.